This video, I'm going to be sharing with you the most powerful meditation that you can do for feeling 100% whole, complete, and worthy. By the end of this video, you are going to feel like a completely new person. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you that of the most powerful meditation that I've ever created for that of feeling worthy, whole, and complete. Now this is something that I've been making videos on more lately because I've been sharing more about how our core beliefs create our reality. And I've been saying it a little bit in a new way as well, because what I used to say is that our beliefs create our reality. Well, they do. However, this is the thing as well, is we always get in life a reflection of who we are, but we always get in life also a reflection of what we believe we deserve. So even if we want to attract something into our life, if we don't believe that we're worthy of it, then we will create subconscious blocks within us. We'll create experiences that in a way block that from happening because it's out of alignment with the way that we feel about ourselves. So this is something that also trickles out, like how you feel about you is something that is constantly being emanated out, even if it's something that's more subconscious and you don't have to say anything, but people can feel it. So when you start to love you more, it's then things on the outside begin to change. Then people start to view you differently, and it's not because you necessarily done anything differently. It's more so that just your energy has changed and the way you feel about you has changed. And that's why if you've ever felt like you were in a really good mood and things were just happening for you in the right place at the right time, it's because the energy that you were emitting off was more in alignment with who you naturally are. Now, if I look at the beliefs that most people have and looking at what they believe to be true to what they're experiencing in their life, I would say that the one belief that most people have that holds them back is simply people believing that they are not worthy, comparing themselves to other people and putting this expectation, this in a way a rule as to what it takes to be happy and what it takes for them to feel worthy. And because of this rule, because of this mindset, this concept in the mind, we then experience almost like a filter around us that is blocking us from experiencing who we really are. Think of it like the visual I just got in my mind is like this filter around us, and that filter becomes more and more cloudy, more and more, so that light can't come through or light can't go out when we are focused on perspectives that don't serve us, or when we're focused on these concepts of saying that we're not worthy, or this is something that makes me feel like I'm not enough. And because of that, we cloud up that filter. But the key is not to get a better filter. The key is not to pile on a new idea. It's just to let go of the filter altogether and realizing why that filter is there. So the meditation that we're going to be doing today actually has to do with going deeper within ourselves. So this is because what I believe is more powerful than just the certain meditations that just kind of focus on the surface level. This is about getting to the core of you, and maybe something that happened at a very early age in life, getting what they could call shadow work, but getting to the core of one of the first memories you have around that of being worthy, and then deciding to completely feel that emotion. Now this will seem a little bit paradoxical at first, but I really believe that this video is something that can really change your life forever. And I mean that, because this is why. This is about getting to the core of the moment in the past that we decided that we had to be someone else, or we had to be a different type of way in order for us to survive. Now let me explain what I mean by this. In every moment, there is a certain energy flow that is going through our body. Now what happens is we, for most of our lives, are in a stimulus response state, which means things are happening to us, we're at the effect of our environment. Now, especially at a young age, we're at the effect of our environment, and what happens is when we're going through certain experiences, there is this reaction that we have. And in the moment we have a reaction, what happens is we decide that we either have to be a certain type of way, that reality is a certain type of way, and that causes a disruption within our energy pattern. So think of it like there's this bubble of our energy field around our body, which is something that science has showed us. There's this toroidal field of energy around our body. In a moment that something happened, we identified with the moment, we had a jolt in our energy field. And this jolt in our energy field then caused it to continue to happen over and over and over again. And what happens is, unless we become aware of what caused that jolt of our energy field, or even if we don't become aware of it, we allow ourselves to feel that emotion of whatever it is, then that disturbance will stay within our energy field and we'll continue to not feel worthy, continue to not feel whole and complete. This happened to me when I was younger and I was feeling, between 7 and 15 years old. I've shared this story many times, but just to give you a little bit of a reference experience for what I mean by this. Between 7 and 15, I had an abusive ex-stepmom in my life. At 15 years old, my dad divorced her, but between 7 and 15, I had someone in my life that had what is called borderline personality disorder. She was somebody that is and still is, very angry, and was somebody that it got to the point to where me and my brother, we didn't have any freedom whatsoever. We were just working outside almost all day long. My dad's a firefighter, so he wasn't home very often. So when we were with her, we'd be outside working all day long, a lot of times locked out of the house. We'd have to drink water out of a hose. We weren't allowed to eat but once or twice a day. Normally it was a bowl of breakfast in the morning and TV dinner at night. We were always very hungry, so we had to sneak food. We weren't allowed to watch TV. We weren't allowed to have friends. If we got in trouble, we weren't able to go to school, or we weren't able to go to any school activity. We had to earn going to band camp. We had to earn going to forensics debate. And then that was just how it was. It was kind of like a very strict army routine, but she was also physically and mentally abusive. So it pumped down, or it bogged down my self-worth and how I felt. I was like, why did all of this happen? Even after 15 years old comes around, all of a sudden me and my brother have more freedom. We're allowed to have friends. We are allowed to eat more food. So we started gaining health. We started looking healthier. We didn't have to work outside all the time, so we were allowed to watch TV and enjoy ourselves. We were allowed to do school activities. We didn't have to earn them. So all of a sudden we have all this freedom, but then there was still this feeling of lack. And this feeling of lack was there because I identified there was a time in that experience between 7 and 15 when there could have been times when things were happening to where I just decided that I am not worthy. This is who I am. This is what's meant to happen. And what happened is that I held around that energy pattern for years. Even after that, I never had to really see her again. And even then, I had a job after that. When I was like 18, 19 years old, I worked at Nordstrom's in women's shoes. And there was a manager that I had, and she was almost the same exact person. She would talk to people the same exact way. She was protected by upper management. So it's almost like I manifested somebody that was almost the same exact personality profile because I didn't feel worthy, and that was reflecting back to me that disturbance in my energy field of what I thought that I deserved. Now the funny thing is, when I started to become okay with this, I started to do what I'm about to share with you in this meditation. That's when it transformed my life. And paradoxically enough, or funny enough, within a week of doing this exercise, that manager got fired. So she no longer was relevant in my life. And it was so hard for her to even get fired because she was so protected by upper management. But it got to the point to where they could not protect her even anymore. So what I'm saying with this is we always get in life a reflection of what we believe we deserve. Now, there is almost always, with every person, there is some type of reference experience. Reference experience means a memory in the past of something that happened to where you subconsciously decided, this is who I am, this is what I deserve, this is the way it is. And when that happened, it caused a disturbance within your energy field, and that will continue to be there until you become aware of it. And this is the key, allow yourself to feel it. Because in the moment that that thing happened in the past, you probably tried to escape from it. You probably said, oh, I got to pretend to be this kind of person, or I got to put on this face, or maybe something happened to you and you wanted to cry, but somebody told you not to cry, not to be a wimp, or whatever it is. And then you held on to that emotion. That emotion is suppressed. And then as you go around right now, there's like this pressure of emotion inside that hasn't been let go of yet. But the key to transforming the past experiences is not to try to pile on some new idea. The key to experiencing it and the key to letting it go is to just completely relive in the experience and to realize that as you allow yourself to feel whatever comes up, it'll naturally begin to go away. So this isn't about blocking the experience. It's not about shifting to a new identity or any of this. Allow yourself to feel what comes up. When you feel it, you then complete the pattern. You complete that pattern. So allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. So that's what I learned how to do. I learned how to be okay with my past. I looked at my past, and instead of saying, why did this happen to me? I realized that that led me to eventually having my spiritual awakening, because that created so much pressure in me that made me wonder, why does reality the way it is? It made me go deeper within myself. It made me understand more of a spiritual aspect of who I am at a deeper level and who you are at a deeper level. But this is about getting to the core of what that is. And the way you get to the core of what that is by letting go of layers that no longer serve. And part of that is finding that reference experience of the past, finding out what that is, and if it doesn't come up right away in this meditation, let it be okay, but we're going to get into a deep level of meditation, and you're going to connect with your higher self, and you are going to be shown these experiences. And as you see these experiences, you're going to be allowed to feel whatever emotion comes up, and then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to move into a level of love that's something that you have maybe never experienced before. And this is the thing, it's who you naturally are. So it's not like I'm going to be giving you something that you don't already have. I'm just going to be directing your focus from something that you are not, from this reference experience, from the way that you see yourself prior, to who you really are, which is unconditional love and bliss, which is you knowing that you are worthy because you exist. You don't need any rules. You don't need any things in your mind that says you can be worthy if or when and compare to other people. It's just a natural byproduct of who you are. You exist, therefore you are worthy. Existence doesn't make mistakes. And by saying, I'm not worthy, I'm the one exception out of everyone else in life, everyone else is worthy, but I'm not, we're making ourselves different. We're hanging on to some part of identity. We are trying to play a role that's not us. Maybe it's a victim role. You know, I played a victim role for a long time. Why did this happen to me? All of this stuff. But it's an illusion. It's just something that we can tie on or to justify what's happened in the past. But we are the result of our past. We are who we choose to be in the present moment right now. So what we're going to do is I had to give all that basis so that you understand the context of where everything's coming from, so that now when we get into this meditation, we're going to go deep within ourselves. We're going to look at these memories. We're going to become okay with them. And here's the thing. Negative memories may come up. Positive memories may come up. Whatever comes up, let it be there. Allow yourself to feel the emotion, because remember, as you do this, you are completing the pattern. You are allowing it to then let go in your energy field. Part of that letting go may be feeling emotions that don't feel as pleasant. But if you really want to feel worthy, if you want to make this a permanent change, then this is why I'm using this meditation. When I was getting ready to make today's video and to do a meditation today, there are two options I had. One of the options was I could go very much more on the shallow surface of moving your focus to feeling worthy, moving your focus to some self-image, and that would work and you would feel very worthy, but it wouldn't last. It would last for a period of time, but the moment the subconscious comes back into play and says, no, remember the past experiences, there's this memory of this bump and this disturbance, then it would bring it back. So that's why what I'm saying is what we can do is the second option, which is getting to the core of why it is there in the first place and then letting it go forever, allowing it to be there, observing it. That is what transformation is all about, rather than just moving the focus and feeling some emotion for a short period of time. I really believe that this meditation is something that can completely transform the way you view yourself, the way you feel about yourself, and can help you to let go of what doesn't serve anymore so that you can be who you are meant to be, and to be worthy because you are meant to be worthy in life. That is who you naturally are. It was just something happened in the past that jolted us into some type of experience where we thought we were less than, but the truth is you are enough. And by the end of this meditation, you're not just going to know it intellectually, you're going to feel it from your core. So with that, let's go ahead and move into the meditation. What I'm going to ask you to do is to either lay down or sit down if you can. Do this when you're not driving, and do this when you can really go within. Now, first off, let any emotion comes up that comes up. Whatever emotion you get is what you're meant to be getting. It's what you're meant to be feeling. It's what you're meant to be processing. So let it be there. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself and think I'm more spiritual than this. I shouldn't be feeling this. This is about allowing and releasing and completing the pattern. So It's okay. Now, at the other side of it, after we do all this, I'm going to move into the part of the meditation where you're going to feel and flood yourself with more love than you've ever felt before, with more worthiness than you've ever felt before, and you're going to feel transformed. So just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. This is a process that could change your life forever. So set the intention that you do let go of what no longer serves. Set the intention that you become aware of whatever that memory could be or whatever that memory is, and then decide and know that it's something that's going to present itself to you. So let's go ahead and take in a deep breath in, a deep breath out. As you breathe out, feel your body relax more and more. And just know that with every breath that we take today, we're going to feel our body sink more and more into a deep relaxation, more and more to feeling loose and relaxed. Let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathe it out. Feel yourself relax more and more. Now, what I'd like to ask you to do is to close your eyes if you can, and to bring the awareness now into that of your head. And feel yourself, feel the sensation in your head. Feel the sensation now behind your eyelids. Relax more and more. You can feel the eye muscles. Imagine them tensing up and then relaxing, loosening up. Bring the awareness to around your nose, to your jaw. Feel your jaw relax more and more. Put the awareness in your tongue and imagine your tongue just loosening up, hanging loose, relaxing. Now bring the awareness to your left arm, your left hand. Feel it relax, loosen up. Bring the awareness to your right arm, your right hand. Feel it loosen up, relax. Now bring the awareness into your chest and feel inside of your heart center. Now notice that as you put attention in your heart center, you're beginning to feel an increase of energy inside of your heart. This is what the HeartMath Institute has shown, is that the more awareness we put inside of our heart, the more we increase the electromagnetic energy around our body, and the more we tap into the love that we naturally are. Imagine that there is a sphere of energy inside of your heart, any color that you like. And imagine that this sphere of energy, whatever color you like, is spinning clockwise faster and faster inside of your heart. And you could feel it more and more. Even right now, as I'm speaking about it, you can feel the tingling sensation inside of your heart begin to increase. You can feel this tingling sensation spin faster and faster. The faster it spins, the more you feel that love. And allow yourself to feel this expansion go all around you. Now bring the awareness into your stomach. Feel your stomach muscles begin to loosen and relax. Bring the awareness to your left leg, your left foot. Relax your toes. Bring your awareness now to your right leg, your right foot. Relax your toes. Now imagine that there is a wave of energy flowing through your body, and that it starts at your head, goes through the middle of your torso, and then it leaves through the heels of your feet. Imagine any energy that doesn't serve you, any excess energy that you can let go of, imagine it leaving through your heels right now. You can feel it. You could feel the energy from your heels. Yourself releasing what no longer serves you. Now bring your awareness and imagine that you are in a very relaxing place, some place that you can go anytime that you want to do some inner work, to become more aware of who you are on the inside, to become more aware of this connection to your heart. This place is a place that you can go. It could be inside, it could be outside, it could be by the beach, it could be in a forest, it could be in a room. Wherever you'd like, imagine that you are in this location right now. Look around, notice what you see. What is in your environment? Pay attention to the colors. Imagine those colors becoming brighter and brighter. Pay attention to what sounds you can hear. Imagine those sounds becoming louder and louder. Pay attention to how it feels to be here. Just how natural it feels. Imagine that feeling becoming more and more strong within your body. Now that you feel comfortable, now that you feel confident that you can do inner work, what we are going to do now is we are going to connect with our higher self. And our higher self is going to guide us through this situation, this experience of transforming and becoming more worthy. Now, our higher self resides in our heart. Now, as you look around, notice that there is a doorway. There's a doorway in the middle of this room, freestanding. Now walk over to this door. Notice what the door looks like. And notice that on the top of the door it says, your connection to your higher self. Now put your hand on this door handle. Turn it, open up this door, and notice that you see steps going down. And you can tell that there is light at the bottom of this room. Now what we are going to do is we're going to begin to take steps down into this room. And with every step we take, we're going to feel an increase of love in our body. We're going to feel an ability to easily let go of what doesn't serve. We're going to feel more present to the moment than ever before. With every step that we take, start taking steps down. Take a step. Take another step. Notice how it feels. Put your hand on the railing as you go down. With every step you take, you can feel yourself becoming more confident, more connected to your higher self. Now we are about 10 steps away. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel yourself get closer to the bottom of this doorstep, to the bottom of these stairs. You're going to feel yourself increase the love inside of your heart. Feel yourself become more present to the moment. 10, take a step. Feel more love in your body. Begin to increase. 9, every number I count, double the amount of love inside of your heart. 8, allow this energy to flood through your body. 7, feeling an increase of energy now. 6, as you take another step, you can feel double the amount of love inside of your heart. 5, getting closer to the bottom of the stairs now. 4, 3, just a couple more steps now. 2, double the amount of love inside of your heart. And 1, you are now at the bottom of the stairs. And as you turn, you can see a chair in the middle of this room. This is a chair that you can go to anytime you want. And in this chair, you're going to easily be able to remember any past experience that you intend to. You're going to be able to find out whatever you want to find. You're going to get clues as to what that is. And it's going to be easier than ever for you to find out what that is. Now go ahead and walk over to this chair. Notice what this chair looks like. Notice how comfortable this chair looks. Now set the intention right now that when you sit in this chair, you're going to be able to easily remember any memories that you want, any memories that I guide you towards. You're going to be able to remember what those memories are, and you're going to feel strong. You're going to feel the ability to feel whatever comes up, knowing that as you do so, you are letting go of what no longer serves. Now go ahead, turn around, sit in this chair, and as you sit, feel how comfortable it is. Feel how you know right now that you're going to be able to let go of what doesn't serve you, what's been holding you back. Now notice that in this chair, it's so easy for you to ask and get answers. This is a chair of awareness. This is a chair that you can use to become aware of any inner work, any memories, anything you want. Now I'm going to direct your focus to what we call your past. Now understand that your past does not equal who you are. You are who you choose to be, but also understand that sometimes there may be some patterns from the past that we haven't dealt with, that we haven't felt completely. Now today we're looking at worthiness, with feeling whole and complete, with feeling like we are enough. Understanding that in the past, there is a situation, a circumstance of when we felt like we weren't enough, when we felt like we had to become something or someone in order to protect us. Now look and begin to become aware of any memory that surfaces from your past. Could be from when you were very young, could be any time of your past that was an experience of you feeling not whole and complete. What is the first memory you have of when you didn't feel whole and complete? What is the first memory you have of when you felt like you weren't enough? What memory comes to your mind? How old were you? Begin to pay attention, because now the memory is coming and surfacing. You can see it more and more. How old were you when this happened? Who else was there in this memory? Pay attention to what you see. Pay attention to what you can hear. Now notice that this memory is surfacing. You can see it more and more. You're now more aware of what this memory is. You're bringing this memory from the subconscious into the conscious. Now whatever memory this is, become aware of what you felt in this memory, in this experience. Set the intention that right now, whatever happened, let it be okay for you to feel whatever emotion comes up. In the feeling of whatever comes up is the freedom for you to let it go. It's the releasing of the energy. How did you feel in this circumstance, in this situation? What perspectives did you have? What emotions did you feel? Allow yourself to feel these emotions. Allow yourself to soak in whatever that experience is. Feel it. It is okay. If you feel like releasing emotion, it's okay. Let yourself feel whatever comes up. It's okay. Allow yourself to feel any emotions that you feel right now, knowing and the feeling of the emotion is the freedom. You can allow yourself to feel whatever is coming up. Relive this experience. Allow yourself to feel any emotion. Pay attention to what is happening. Be present with it, because in the presence of this experience is the release, is you letting go. Now notice that this memory may have been something subconsciously that you were carrying around ever since it happened. Because in a moment, you may have decided that you had to be some way, the world works some type of way, you need to protect yourself somehow. Know that now you can let go of all of that. You can allow yourself to be how you are, and this isn't about changing the past. This isn't about changing the emotion. It's just about experiencing it 100%, because in the experience is the closing of that pattern. Simply know that by you feeling the emotion like you just did, you are allowing a powerful release to happen. You are allowing yourself to feel whatever comes up. These emotions aren't good or bad, they just simply are. And by you feeling them, you are now allowing them to free themselves. Now notice how much more freedom you feel. Notice how much lightness you feel inside of your body. You are beginning to let go of the patterns that no longer serve. They served you up until this point, but now you are aware that you can let them go, that you can shift yourself into a new way of being, a way of being where you experience life and whatever comes up, knowing that emotions are not good or bad, they simply are. And the more you allow yourself to experience life, the more alive you will feel. Now be grateful that you were able to feel these emotions, you were able to heal yourself from this past memory, this past experience. And to know that now you have closed the pattern. You have completed the pattern. From this point going forward, you are a completely new person. You are no longer living the scripts of your past. You are no longer carrying around that disturbance in your energy field. And you now are who you are meant to be. Now you can come back to this chair anytime you like to remember any memories and to feel the emotions and to complete the patterns. You can always come back to this meditation in this chair and do that. Now notice that right across from you is another chair. And this chair looks much more majestic. It has embroidered gold on the handrails, on the armchair of this chair. Go ahead and get up. Begin to walk over to this chair. Notice how much more comfortable this chair looks. Now in this chair, you can sit in it, and anytime you do, you're going to feel more love and more worthiness in your life than ever before. Now notice that on this chair there's a dial. Now what we are going to do is we are going to turn around, we're going to sit in this chair, and we're going to begin to feel the true vibration of who we really are. So I'm going to ask you now to turn around, sit down in this chair. Notice how comfortable it feels. It's perfectly made for you. Feel the vibration of comfort, this vibration of this energy that you can begin to feel building within your body because you know what is about to happen. Now notice that at this dial on the right side, the right arm of this chair, what we are going to begin to do is we're going to begin to increase the love frequency of who we really are. Right now the dial is at 1. We are going to move it all the way up to 10, which is the maximum amount of love. Every notch that we move this dial up, you are going to feel an increase and a flood of love and worthiness through your body. You're going to feel more energy in your body than ever before. You may find that you are releasing, you are crying because it feels so good. You may find that you just feel a level of love inside of your heart that you didn't even know was possible. But right now, we're going to feel this true vibration more than ever before. Now I'm going to count, and we're going to move this dial from 1 to 10. With every number I count up, you're going to feel an increase, double the amount of love inside of your body. You're going to feel an increase of this energy of who you really are. You're going to feel this energy flood through your body. Now notice right now that you can already begin to feel it inside of your heart center. We're going to move it from 1 to 2. Now you can feel it begin to increase through your feet, all the way up to your heart. You can feel this energy begin to tingle more and more. 3, feel it double throughout your body now. Go ahead and move it up to 4, an increase in this level of love. You're starting to feel it flood through your whole entire body. 5, even more love. You feel so whole, so complete right now. 6, feel it increasing even more. You can feel it move through your legs, move through your hearts, move through your whole body now. 7, 8, double the amount of love, double the amount of sensation flowing through your whole body. Allow whatever emotion it is to come up. 9, and now here we go to the maximum amount of love that you have ever felt in your life. 10. Feel this energy flow through your body. Feel whatever emotion comes up for you to know that you are whole and complete, knowing that this is who you really are. Whatever emotion comes up, just know you are whole, you are complete. This is who you are. Let this emotion flood through your body, healing anything that no longer serves. You can feel yourself letting go of any patterns that no longer serve, knowing that you have increased your frequency to who you really are. Now, in this state of love, in this higher vibrational state, you can get any guidance you want from your higher self. If there's any guidance you're looking for, anything you'd like clarity on, ask that question. Ask what that is and pay attention to the answer that comes up, because you will get an answer. Ask right now, is there any message that your higher self has for you about this change you've made today, or just in general? Pay attention to what comes up. Now allow yourself to continue to soak in this vibration. Knowing that from this point going forward, you are forever changed. You have completed a past memory, you've completed a past identification, and you've decided and been able to experience it and let it go. You've wired in more love than ever before. And as you go throughout your day today, you're going to notice people respond to you in a new way. You're going to notice that you relate to life in a new way. You feel more love in your life than ever before, because you know you are worthy. soak in this vibration. Now, I want to congratulate you for doing the inner work today, for experiencing that past experience, that past memory, and letting it go. Because from this point going forward, so much in your life will have changed in a positive way. Now, acknowledge how much work you've done today. Acknowledge how far you've come. Make the choice right now that you have forever changed, that you have forever shifted. And now, we are going to become aware, present to the moment. Go back over to those stairs. We're going to start walking up the stairs, coming back to conscious, awake state. With every step we take, we can tell and feel that we're becoming more alert, more present to the moment. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel yourself becoming more alert, more present to the moment, knowing that you have forever shifted, knowing that you are worthy, whole, and complete. Take a step now. 10, feeling yourself becoming more alert and present. 9, double the amount of awareness in your body. 8, 7, take another step. 6, 5, getting closer to that door now. 4, 3, 2, feel this sensation now inside of your body begin to tingle. 1, you can open up your eyes now, knowing you have made a very powerful shift today. I want to congratulate you because you just did so much powerful inner work. The inner work that you just did has the potential to really change your life. From this point going forward, you will be a new version of you, a lighter version of you. You will find that old patterns may come up that you then can see no longer serve you. Let those be there. Understand that the more you do this meditation, you can do this anytime there's any memory you want to let go of. You can use this for any type of past experience that you want to become at peace with. Allow yourself to feel those emotions. I recommend you listen to this meditation for 21 days in a row to really wire in this new level of worthiness. But know that just alone, the work you've already done today has been something that could be monumental in your life, could really change everything. And with that, I want to thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.